The establishment is afraid of Bernie.
A little.
The establishment is willing to bring out anyone out into this race. And no, it's not Clinton. Thank God. But the next best thing, I guess, the most hilarious thing. Former mayor of New York City and billionaire Michael Bloomberg is entering in the race, everybody. He just filed for the primary in Alabama.
And there was no applause.
No applause at all. No one gives a crap. Michael Bloomberg, no one likes you in your city. No one likes you, period. And you are a flawed candidate. And for some reason, a bunch of people played you for a sucker because you're going to be paying them a paycheck and they are going to be milking you dry. Dude, make me your political advisor. I could use the money. I'm going to lead you the wrong way, but my goodness. Let's hear what's going on. This is actually an updated breaking story. So because like right now, all the information has been filed up or been basically happened. So he's now filed in Alabama. And this goes from Howard Wolfson, who is a close advisor for Bloomberg. He tweeted this on Thursday. We now need to finish the job and ensure that Trump is defeated. Because we got to stop Trump. Oh, no, we got to stop Trump. Oh, Trump the boogeyman. But Mike is increasingly concerned that the field of candidates is not well positioned to do that. Based on his record of accomplishment, leadership, and his ability to bring people together to drive change, Mike would be able to take the fight to Trump and win. Bull motherfucking shit. I am so sick and tired of billionaires and millionaires entering into our political landscape thinking that they know what's best for us. Don't give me that crap. Don't sell me that bullshit. And in fact, Bernie Sanders right now on Thursday, he said this, that the America's billionaire class is scared and rightfully so. He went on to say that, now more than ever, the billionaire class is scared and they should be. Because right now more than ever, there's a lot of people talking about how the top 1% basically pay nothing. We just covered in an earlier story how Amazon is willing to spend $1.5 million for a local city election. Amazon, who's owned by Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, who owns the Washington Post. Jeff Bezos, who has a lot of close connections in Washington, D.C. The same Jeff Bezos who pays zero in taxes. America's billionaires have it really easy in this country. Also, shout out to DCK Punk. DNC is broke. How can we get more money to the party? Run for office. Well said, DCK Punk, man. That is on point. Well done for bringing that up. So
Run for office.
Yeah, run for office, DCK Punk. I'll vote for you. So Bernie Sanders speechwriter David Sarita said this about the upcoming presidential nominee who's going to be entering into the race. 3 simple points. 1, the billionaire class sees Bernie surge and is terrified that Bernie is going to win. 2, more billionaires seeking more political power isn't going to change America's needs. And 3, Bernie is going to win. And that is absolutely true. Look, Senator Bernie Sanders is able to command large crowds to attend his events. When we were at Navy Pier, there was at least, 15,000, 20,000 people who attended that event alone.
I wasn't counting, but there were a lot of people.
Yeah, there were a lot of people. I mean, Bernie Sanders is able to fill up stadiums. I don't see good old Michael Bloomberg doing that at all. In fact, I see the same kind of situation that he'll be dealing with that Biden is dealing with. No one's coming to his events. And the reason why Bloomberg is doing this is because I guess he is concerned that his good buddy, former Vice President Joe Biden, is struggling. And he is struggling. The only reason why Biden is relevant in this race right now, the only reason why he still has a presence in this entire primary race at all is because Joe Biden is being supported by super PACs. And so now what's the DNC's next decision? Oh, we're going to bring in another establishment person. We're going to bring another billionaire because people like billionaires, right? People like Michael Bloomberg, right? Wrong. Who is fucking advising the DNC? Do they really think that we're that stupid? Do they really think that we're that gullible? Look, it's clear that the DNC hasn't learned anything since the 2016 election cycle. So, Michael Bloomberg, welcome to the race. You're just going to sap away establishment voters from Biden, from Kamala Harris, and Cory Booker. You're not going to really accomplish anything. And the only way you can win is by cheating, because I don't see you commanding 30,000 people unless you pay them. But remember, America's billionaire class is very cheap because you guys don't like to spend money. You don't like to pay your taxes. So just walk away. I don't know, guys.
I don't know what's going on here. I mean, this is we've got people who are who are Democrats who are running. We've got, in my opinion, some very highly qualified people, as well as some moderately qualified people who I think have a chance here, possibly. We don't need this. I don't get it, and I keep on asking myself, do any of these jamokes have anybody in their lives that actually love them? That actually love them enough to just say, stop. This is not, you're humiliating yourself, you're wasting money, you're wasting time. There are other things you could be doing, like lying on your hammock somewhere. I really want to know who is blowing the smoke up the patoots of a lot of these folks, because I'm not getting it.
I'm worried it's something more nefarious, right? So recently Hillary Clinton had a quote where she said something to the effect of, and I'm paraphrasing here, I'm not worried Bernie Sanders is going to win the nomination because I have a good idea of who it's going to be.
Yeah, that was a little strange.
Yeah, and so this gets to my hey, the DNC establishment, insiders, right, higher ups within the organization, have levers they can pull, have strings they can pull, can rig the election to favor one candidate or another through means that are spelled out in the charter and through means that are not. So Hillary Clinton would probably be privy to that. I wonder if Bloomberg fits into that plan somehow. He's certainly in that club, right? So maybe it's not that he's the guy, but he wants to split a particular section of a vote in a particular region, something that they've mathed out somewhere along the way. I don't know. I can't quite see through the hedge maze of political strategy that they could be going toward, but those kind of things happening in close proximity, like, really, Bloomberg, who likes you enough for you to jump into the race at the last minute like this?
Right.
/ what do you know that we don't, Hillary? Why do you get to know it? That's not fair.
Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up, because there's another thing, too. The DNC wants to pretend that everyone's so scared of Trump. They tried that in 2016, where they had Hillary Clinton saying, well, I'm not Trump, so you got to vote for me because I'm better than Trump. Well, there are a lot of people who remember the 2016 primary and how it turned out. And I'm going to keep saying this. Hillary Clinton was not a legitimate candidate. There was clear evidence of election fraud. The DNC establishment and Clinton campaign were working together to deny Bernie Sanders the nomination. Representative Tulsi Gabbard had the courage to step away from the DNC establishment and call out how hypocritical the DNC and Clinton campaign were. Now, here we are seeing this again, and I guess maybe the DNC is just assuming that if someone like Bloomberg or Joe Biden or Kamala Harris or Cory Booker or Pete Buttigieg keep on saying that Trump's the bad guy, Trump's the bad guy, well, no, there's a bigger problem. Because, see, the problem with America's political system, it was corrupt from the beginning. And this corruption was happening long before President Donald Trump even stepped into the White House. And now Bloomberg is thinking that his voice, his presence is going to make an impact. Not really. And if people think that they're going to fall in line behind a billionaire, it's just not going to happen. People remember 2016, and they're never going to forget it. A lot of independents and progressives remember how the corporate media and the DNC establishment were treating them. And with this assumption that Bloomberg is just thinking like, oh, well, I'm going to enter the race and I'm going to be this big change. No, you're not, because you want to know why? You'll be decimated during the debates. In fact, Bloomberg, can you qualify to be even on any one of the debate stages at all? Do you have what it takes to qualify? Because the only reason I could see you on any kind of debate stage at all is because you bought your way onto it, similar to another Democratic candidate who bought his way onto the debate stage. Paul, refresh my memory. Who is that again?
It began with a T.
Tom
Steyer.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, so there's one more big debate after this before primaries start, right? So there's a sixth Democratic debate.
Which will be in December, I believe.
Right,
December
I think
12th?
the deadline is pretty close to make the fifth debate. There's not a chance he's making that debate.
No, not at all.
But
if he buys his way on the stage,
I imagine
yeah.
we'll see him in the sixth debate because he has a lot of money. And that's a thing that allows you to be on the debate stage.
Yeah.
Tune in to Hard Lens Media for our coverage.
Okay, well, here, I'm going to make this prediction. Michael Bloomberg is going to drop out. And even if he were to be on the debate stage, all of the candidates are going to curb stomp him because he's just some new kid who's stepping onto the block. And I guess he assumes
He's not a complete political novice.
No.
I mean, he's not a novice, but I mean, come on. I mean, the guy's whoever told this man
He's just going to
run
add
for
another
office-
voice to like, oh, let me tell you why we can't have Medicare for all and why we definitely need more war and stuff.
Yeah.
We should love Wall Street. Why are you so antagonistic? This is class warfare.
Whoever
Yeah, we want to win this time.
whoever convinced him to run for office really must have really persuaded him a lot, and must have said to him the things he wanted to hear, things that are not truthful at all. And I'm impressed with that person because they are one hell of a salesman, whoever he or she may be.